So with that, let me go to our panelist, Dr. David Obura, and let me ask you to kick off our discussion by some commentary on how we can build or rebuild trust in our society, and particularly in science and knowledge holders and evidence, and particularly on the subject of the core roles nature and biodiversity play in people's lives. David.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here on this panel and to kick this off because as a scientist, it's one of the most disturbing things to me to see how much mistrust there is and how little people understand perhaps science, and part of it is how little scientists understand their audience. And I think the key thing to really understand about science, particularly about nature, which is something all around us, we interact with it every day. I ate natural foods for breakfast coming over here, some fruit. I'm affected by the snow and the ice on the road and the winter that we're in. Science is about observation. It's about the world we are in. And everybody lives in some degree of nature. Of course, a bit less in cities. Some people are very unfortunate in that respect when living in environments where there's very little nature left around them. But in most places, and in this valley, nature is all around us. You really do experience it. And in science, we observe it. We look at it. We have more formulaic ways of looking at it and documenting it. But there's no need for us to mystify it. There's no need for us to distance science from people, from the listeners, by using complicated words. There's a lot of complex things we need to understand, that we investigate and we explain. But we also need to reach out on an even playing field with the audience to explain what we're observing, to explain what we see about nature, natural systems, biodiversity, about vulnerability to climate change, about our dependence on nature, and really to respect other people's experience of nature as well and their observations on it, and to relate how our scientific explanations really dovetail with the understanding that other people have. So building trust is really about that communication, I think, between scientists and non-scientists.